This conference will now be recorded.
Harish, little close. Good morning, all of you. Hello. Am I audible to all? Hello.
Yes, yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
We will wait 3 more minutes. Only 109 members. We start by 11:45. Okay. Okay, good afternoon, all of you. Hello. Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, our topic for today is hospital waste management. This is a new chapter. This topic is important for both for your university exams and also for your practical viva. Okay. So anybody, what is hospital waste? Hospital waste. What was the purpose of managing? What is hospital waste? ఓకే మీరు పోస్టింగ్స్ కి వెళ్ళారు కదా లైక్ సర్జరీ మెడిసిన్ గైనిక్ పీడియాట్రిక్స్ వెళ్ళారా లేదా హలో గైస్ ట్రై టు స్పీక్ సంథింగ్ పోస్టింగ్స్ కి వెళ్ళారా లేదా
Yes,
హలో
sir.
ఓకే ఏ డిపార్ట్మెంట్స్ కి వెళ్ళారు లైక్ మెడిసిన్ సర్జరీ గైనిక్ పీడియాట్రిక్స్ వెళ్ళారు కదా
Yes, sir.
సో అక్కడ మీరు ఏమేమి నోటీస్ చేశారు లైక్ ఇన్ వార్డ్స్ లో కానీ ఓపీలో కానీ ఏమేమి నోటీస్ చేశారు
Sir, syringes, cotton balls, gauze pieces.
Okay. All those are waste generated in hospitals. Okay, during the treatment procedure. Okay. So, what was the purpose of this hospital waste management? Is there any necessity?
Yes, sir.
What was that?
Sir, to prevent contamination.
Okay. What was the common way?
Prevent spread of diseases.
Very good. What was the common waste generated in hospitals? హాస్పిటల్స్ లో ఏమేమి వేస్ట్లు ప్రొడ్యూస్ అవుతాయి మీరు చెప్పారు కదా ఇందాక లైక్ నీడిల్స్ షార్ప్స్ సిరింజెస్ కాటన్ స్వాప్స్ no active participation. Okay, let me start. Okay, so let the wastes of sick not contaminate the lives of healthy. This is the slogan. So the waste that was commonly produced during the treatment purpose shouldn't contaminate the lives of healthy. That is the main purpose of this hospital waste management. Okay. So the waste produced in the course of healthcare activities carries a higher potential for infection and injury than any other types of waste. So the waste that is produced in the course of healthcare activities means treatment carries a high potential for infection. So the waste generated during the treatment has a higher potential for infection and injury than other types of waste. Though, so it is essential to have a safe and reliable method for its handling. So without this safe and reliable methods, we can't stop the infection. So by proper hospital waste management, we can prevent the occurrence of infections. Okay. Inadequate and inappropriate handling of healthcare waste may have serious public health consequences and a significant impact on environment. So it not only influence the health of individuals, but also it has also impact on environment. It also spoils the entire environment. So there may be high chances of pollution, mainly because of this hospital waste. So appropriate hospital waste management should be done. Without that, there may be high chance of getting infections to every individual. Not only getting infection, but also there may be high chance of getting pollution in the environment. Okay. So appropriate management of healthcare waste is thus a crucial component of environmental health protection, and it should become an integral feature of healthcare services. Okay. So, as per biomedical waste management rules, according to biomedical waste management and handling rules 1998 of India, biomedical waste BMW means any waste which is generated during the diagnosis, treatment, or immunization of human beings or animals, or in research activities pertaining thereto, or in the production of or testing of biologicals. Okay, I repeat, according to biomedical waste management and handling rules 1998. BMW, that is biomedical waste, means any waste that is generated during the not only treatment but also diagnosis, immunization of human beings or animals, or in research activities pertaining thereto, or in the production of testing of biologicals. Okay, this definition is very important. Okay, so classification of healthcare waste. So we have so many healthcare waste like infectious waste, pathological waste, sharps, pharmaceutical waste, and genotoxic waste, chemical waste, waste with high content of heavy metals, pressurized containers, radioactive waste. So we discuss in detail about each and everything. So infectious waste. So infectious waste is waste suspected to contain pathogens. So this waste mainly contains pathogens like laboratory with the waste generated during laboratory cultures, waste from isolation wards, tissues like swabs, materials or equipment that have been in contact with infected patients and excreta. All these are infectious waste. Okay. So our next waste is pathological waste. Pathological waste is the human tissues or fluids like body parts, blood and other body fluids, and fetuses. Okay. Shops. Shops waste. Shop wastes are needles, infusion sets, scalpels, knives, blades, and broken glasses. All these are shops. And pharmaceutical waste. So pharmaceutical wastes are waste containing pharmaceuticals, like pharmaceuticals that are expired or no longer needed, expired drugs, items contaminated by or containing pharmaceuticals, like bottles or boxes. Okay. And genotoxic waste. Genotoxic wastes are waste containing substances with genotoxic properties, like waste containing cytostatic drugs, often used in cancer therapy, and genotoxic chemicals. All these are genotoxic waste. And chemical waste. Chemical waste is the waste containing chemical substances, like laboratory reagents, developer, disinfectants that are expired or no longer needed, solvents. So what is this film developer? Chemical waste. Chemical waste includes waste containing chemical substances like laboratory reagents and film developer. What is that film developer? Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, sir.
So what is this film developer? So what are these films? Chemical waste includes waste containing chemical substances like laboratory reagents and film developers. What are these films? Radiology department వెళ్ళారా అమ్మా మీరు postings లో?
X-ray, MRI scan, CT.
Very good, very good. So these are chemical waste. Okay. So other waste, that is waste with high content of heavy metals. It includes batteries, broken thermometers, blood pressure gauges. Okay. And pressurized containers like containers radioactive waste. This includes gas cylinders, gas cartridges, aerosol cans. Okay. And radioactive waste. So this includes waste containing radioactive substances like unused liquids from radiotherapy, laboratory research, contaminated glassware packages or absorbent paper, urine and excreta from patients treated or tested with unsealed radionuclides and sealed sources. Okay, all these are radioactive waste. And between 75 to 90% of waste produced by healthcare providers is non-risk or general healthcare waste comparable to domestic waste. So the rest of the waste, that is remaining 10 to 25% healthcare waste, is regarded as hazardous and may create a variety of health risks. So among all the waste produced, only 10 to 25% healthcare waste is regarded as hazardous and may create a variety of health risks. Okay. So, so I repeat, classification of healthcare waste. It includes mainly infectious waste, pathological waste, sharps, pharmaceutical waste, genotoxic waste, chemical waste, waste with high content of heavy metals, pressurized containers, radioactive waste. So I repeat, this is very important classification. So infectious waste mainly includes waste suspected to contain pathogens like laboratory cultures, waste from isolation wards, tissues like swabs, materials or equipments that have been in contact with infected patients and excreta. That is the infectious waste. And pathological waste, it includes human tissues or fluids like body parts, blood and other fluid parts and fetuses. Sharps. Sharps waste includes needles, infusion sets, scalpels, knives, blades, and broken glasses. And pharmaceutical waste. Pharmaceutical waste includes waste containing pharmaceuticals like pharmaceuticals that are expired. That is, the expired drugs are no longer needed. Items contained by or containing pharmaceuticals like bottles and boxes. And genotoxic waste. It includes waste containing substances with genotoxic properties, like waste containing cytotoxic drugs, which is commonly used in cancer therapy, and genotoxic chemicals. And chemical waste. So it is the waste containing chemical substances like laboratory reagents, film developer, disinfectants that are expired are no longer needed, and solvents. All these are chemical waste. And waste with high content of heavy metals. It includes batteries, broken thermometers, blood pressure gauges, etc. And finally, pressurized containers, radioactive waste. It includes gas cylinders, gas cartridges, and aerosol cans. And radioactive waste. These are waste containing radioactive substances like unused liquids from radiotherapy or laboratory research, contaminated glassware packages, absorbent paper, urine and etc. from patients treated or tested with unsealed radionuclides and sealed sources. As we discussed, among all the waste generated, only 10 to 25% healthcare waste is regarded as hazardous and may create a variety of health risk. Okay. So coming to sources of healthcare waste. So what were the main sources? The sources include government hospitals, private hospitals, nursing homes, physician officer clinics, dentist officer clinics, dispensaries, primary health centers, medical research and training establishments, and finally mortuaries. All these are sources of healthcare waste. Okay. And blood banks and collection centers, animal houses, slaughterhouses, laboratories, research organizations, vaccinating centers, and biotechnology institutions are production units. These are main sources for healthcare waste. Okay. So healthcare waste generation. Several surveys have provided an indication of typical healthcare waste generation, and it shows that this differs not only from country to country but also within the country. So several surveys have proved that uh, waste generated may differs not only from country to country but also within the country. And the waste generation depends on numerous factors such as established waste management methods, type of healthcare establishment, hospital specializations, proportion of reusable items employed in healthcare, and proportion of patient treated and on a daycare basis. So waste generation depends on numerous factors like established waste management methods. So by waste management methods, the waste generated may differ from one hospital to another hospital and type of healthcare establishment. So we have healthcare establishments. Like what are various healthcare establishments? What are various healthcare setups? మా పోస్టింగ్స్ లో కూడా తీసుకెళ్ళాం కదా మా పిహెచ్సిస్ కి సిహెచ్సిస్ కి. హలో హలో హలో, am I audible to all? Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what are various healthcare setups? పోస్టింగ్స్ లో మీకు తీసుకెళ్ళాం కదమ్మా పిహెచ్సిస్ కి సిహెచ్సిస్ వెళ్ళామా లేదా?
Yes,
వాట్ ఈస్
sir.
పిహెచ్ వాట్ ఈస్ పిహెచ్సి?
Primary health center. Care center.
యా గుడ్. వాట్ ఈస్ సిహెచ్సి? So we have mainly primary healthcare setup, secondary healthcare setup, and tertiary healthcare setup. So ashram comes under which type of healthcare setup or hospital ashram?
Tertiary.
Yeah, very good. So depending upon healthcare setup, the type of waste generated may varies. So tertiary healthcare setup may generate more waste as compared to secondary, and secondary healthcare setup may generate more waste as compared to primary healthcare setup. Okay, clear? Depending upon hospital, the waste generated may varies. Okay, small hospitals may generate small amount of as compared to big hospitals. Okay, big hospitals like tertiary healthcare setups. Okay, like district hospitals or private medical colleges. Okay, or government medical college, whatever it may be, all those comes under tertiary healthcare setup. Okay, so waste generation depends on factors like waste management methods and type of healthcare establishment, hospital specializations, proportion of reusable items employed in healthcare, and proportion of patients treated on daycare basis. All these are factors that are influencing the healthcare waste. Okay, hospital waste. Okay, so 80% general healthcare waste, which may dealt with the normal domestic and urban waste management systems, and 15% pathological and infectious waste, and 1% short waste, and 3% chemical and pharmacological waste. Okay, so these are healthcare waste generation. Less than 1% special waste, such as radioactive or cytotoxic waste, pressurized containers, or broken thermometers and used batteries. Okay, that's all about healthcare waste generation. Okay, so coming to health hazards of healthcare waste. So is there any health hazard? What was the common health hazards that may occur as a result of this hospital waste? This is not your viva. Try to interact. Try to say something.
So communicable diseases.
Like
HIV. Hepatitis.
okay. Any more? This is a very simple question. Okay, so health hazards of healthcare waste. The exposure to hazardous healthcare waste can result in disease or injury due to one or more of following characteristics. So it contains infectious agents, it contains toxic or hazardous chemicals or pharmaceuticals, it contains sharps, and it is genotoxic, and it is radioactive. So exposure to hazardous healthcare waste can result in disease or injury due to as a result of it contains infectious waste agents, and it contains toxic or hazardous chemicals or pharmaceuticals, and it contains sharps. It is genotoxic and it is radioactive. Okay. All individuals exposed to such hazardous healthcare waste are at risk, including those who generate the waste or those who either handle such waste or exposed to it as a consequence of careless management. The main groups at risk are medical doctors. So we are at high risk: medical doctors, nurses, healthcare auxiliaries, and health and hospital management personnel, patients in healthcare establishments, visitors to healthcare establishments, workers in support service allied to healthcare establishments such as laundries, waste handling and transportation, workers in waste disposal facilities such as landfills or incinerators, including scavengers, all are, all are under risk. So I repeat, the main group at risk are medical doctors, nurses, healthcare auxiliaries, and hospital management personnel, patients in healthcare establishments, visitors to healthcare establishments, workers in support service allied to healthcare establishments like laundries, waste handling and transportation, and workers in waste disposal facilities like landfills or incinerators, like scavengers. So,
Immortal नाही बैरागी नाही सत्यभाव परास्तिक बैरागी लेडो मोहनरामे ఎల్లి చావుగారికి చెప్పు వైరాగి చచ్చిపోనాడని చెప్పు మళ్ళీ మా అన్న మీదకి కానీ నా మీదకి కానీ వస్తే చావుగారిని కూడా చంపేస్తానని చెప్పు
it includes pathogens enter the human body through a puncture. I'm getting a lot of disturbance. So, okay, hazards from infectious waste and shops. So it includes pathogens in infectious waste that may enter the human body. The main source may be the main route of infection is through a puncture, abrasion or cut in the skin, through mucous membranes by inhalation or by ingestion. This is the main route of entry, like puncture, abrasion or cut in the skin, through mucous membranes by inhalation or by ingestion. There is particular concern about infections with HIV and hepatitis virus B and C, for which there is a strong evidence of transmission. That is mainly by healthcare waste. Okay. So bacteria is resistant to antibiotics and chemical disinfectants. So bacteria is resistant to antibiotics and chemical disinfectants may also contribute to hazards created by poorly managed waste. Okay. So coming to hazards from chemical and pharmaceutical wastes. Many of the chemicals and pharmaceuticals used in healthcare establishments are toxic, genotoxic, corrosive, flammable, reactive, explosive, or shock sensitive. Although present in small quantity, they may cause intoxication either by acute or chronic exposure, and injuries including burns. And disinfectants are particularly important members of this group. They are used in large quantities and are often corrosive. They are often corrosive. Reactive chemicals may form highly toxic secondary compounds. Okay. And our third category, hazards from genotoxic waste. The severity of hazards from healthcare workers responsible for handling or disposal of genotoxic waste is governed by a combination of substance itself. Worker responsible for handling or disposal of genotoxic waste is governed by a combination of substance toxicity itself and the extent and duration of exposure. Okay. Excuse me. So, and the exposure may also occur during the preparation of treatment with particular drug or chemical. So these are hazards from genotoxic waste. And the severity of hazards from healthcare worker responsible for handling or disposal of genotoxic waste is governed by combination of substance toxicity and extent and the duration of exposure. Okay. And exposure may also occur during the preparation of preparation of or treatment with particular drug or chemical. Okay. So the main pathway of exposure is inhalation of drug or aerosols, absorption through the skin, ingestion of food accidentally contaminated with cytotoxic drugs, chemicals, or waste. So this is the main pathway. So coming to our next group, that is hazards from radioactive waste. The type of disease caused by radioactive waste is determined by type and extent of exposure. It can range from headache, dizziness, and vomiting to much more serious problems. As it is genotoxic, it may also affect genetic material. Okay. And public sensitivity. Apart from health hazards, the general public is very sensitive to visual impact of healthcare waste, particularly anatomical waste. Okay. All these are health hazards of healthcare waste. Okay. Coming to our next topic, that is treatment and disposable technologies for healthcare waste. So it mainly includes treatment mainly includes incineration, chemical disinfection, wet and dry thermal treatment, and microwave irradiation. Okay, we'll discuss in detail about each and everything. So incineration. So incineration is a high temperature dry oxidation process that reduces organic and combustible waste to inorganic incombustible matter and results in a very significant reduction of waste volume and weight. I repeat, incineration is a high temperature dry oxidation process and it reduces organic and combustible waste to inorganic incombustible matter and results in a very significant reduction of waste volume and weight. And the process is usually selected to treat waste that cannot be recycled, reused, and disposed of in landfill site. So this process is usually selected to treat waste that cannot be recycled. Okay, so this is important Viva question. So incineration requires no pre-treatment, provided that certain waste types are not included in the matter to be incinerated. So characteristics of waste suitable for incineration are low heating volume, about 2000 kilocalorie per kg for single chamber incinerators and above 3500 kilocalorie per kg for pyrolytic double chamber incinerators. Okay, and content of combustible matter above 60%, and content of non-combustible solids below 5%, and content of non-combustible fines below 20%, and moisture content below 30%. All these are characteristics. And the waste types not to be incinerated, the waste that cannot be incinerated are pressurized gas containers, a large amount of reactive chemical waste, silver salts and photographic or radiographic waste, halogenated plastics such as PVC, and waste with high mercury or cadmium content like broken thermometers, used batteries, and lead lined woolen panels, and sealed ampoules or ampoules containing heavy metals. So all these are waste that cannot be incinerated. Okay. So types of incinerators. Incinerators can range from very basic combustion unit to that operates at much lower temperature to extremely sophisticated high temperature operating plants. So it may be much lower temperature treating plants to extremely sophisticated high temperature operating plants. Okay. It should be carefully chosen on basis of the available resources, local situation, and the risk-benefit concentration. So it should be carefully chosen on the basis of available resources, local situation, and the risk-benefit concentration. So incinerators may be double chamber pyrolytic incinerators, which may be especially designed to burn infectious healthcare waste, and single chambered furnaces with static grate, which should be used only in pyrolytic incinerators that are not affordable, and rotary kilns operating at high temperatures, capable of causing decomposition of genotoxic substances and heat resistant chemicals. Okay. So I repeat, incinerators may be double chambered pyrolytic incinerators, which may be specially designed to burn infectious healthcare waste, and single chamber furnaces with a static grate, which should be used only if pyrolytic incinerators are not affordable, and rotary kilns operating at high temperatures, capable of causing decomposition of genotoxic substances and heat resistant chemicals. All these are types of incinerators. Okay. So coming to next type of disinfection, that is chemical disinfection. So chemicals are added to waste to kill or inactivate the pathogens it contains. This treatment usually results in disinfection rather than sterilization. So in chemical disinfection, the chemicals are added to kill the to waste to kill the pathogens. Okay, and chemical disinfection is most suitable for treating liquid waste like blood, urine, stools, or hospital sewage. So chemical disinfection is mainly done for liquid waste like blood, urine, stools, or hospital sewage. Okay. Solid waste, including microbiological cultures or shops, may also be disinfected chemically with certain limitations. Okay, solid waste also disinfected with certain limitations. So coming to next treatment, that is wet and dry thermal treatment. Wet thermal treatment or steam disinfection is based on exposure of certain infectious waste to higher temperatures, high pressure steam, and and is similar to the autoclave sterilization process. And the process is inappropriate for treatment of anatomical waste and animal carcasses, and will not efficiently treat chemicals and pharmaceutical waste. So so this process is inappropriate and not usable for treatment of anatomical waste and animal carcasses, and will not effectively treat chemical and pharmaceutical waste. So wet thermal treatment or steam disinfection is based on exposure of said infectious waste to high temperature. So in in wet thermal treatment, the infectious waste is exposed to high temperature. Okay. And screw fed technology. Screw fed technology is the basis of non-burn dry thermal disinfection process, in which waste is shredded and heated in a rotating auger. So in this non-burn dry thermal disinfection process is used in a rotating auger, and the waste is reduced by 80% in volume and by 20 to 35% in weight. So in screw fed technology, the waste is reduced by 80% and 20 to 35% in weight. Okay, the process is suitable for treating infectious waste and shops, but it should not be used to process pathological, cytotoxic, or radioactive waste. Okay, screw fed technology is not useful for pathological, cytotoxic, or radioactive waste. Okay, and next disinfection process, that is microwave irradiation. Most microorganisms are destroyed by the action of microwave of frequency at about 2450 megahertz and at a wavelength of 12.24 nanometers. And the water contained within the waste is rapidly heated by microwaves, and the infectious components are destroyed by heat conduction. Okay. And the efficiency of microwave disinfection should be checked routinely through bacteriological and biological tests. Okay. And next process, that is land disposal, that is municipal disposal sites. If a municipality or medical authority genuinely lacks the means to treat waste before disposal, the use of landfill has been regarded as an acceptable disposable route. And these are two types, like land open dumps and sanitary landfills. Okay. And the healthcare waste should be deposited on or around open dumps, and the risk of either people or animals coming into contact with infectious pathogens is obvious. So proper precautionary measures should be done during this disposal. Unless proper precautionary measures are taken, the risk of infection is very higher. Okay. And sanitary landfills are designed to have at least 4 advantages over open dumps: geological isolation of waste from the environment, appropriate engineering preparation before the site is ready to accept waste, and staff present on site to control operation and organize deposit and daily coverage of waste. I repeat, sanitary landfills are designed to have at least 4 advantages over open dumps. That is geological isolation of waste from the environment, appropriate engineering preparation before the site is ready to accept waste, staff present on the site to control operation and organize deposit and daily coverage of waste. Okay. The rest of the topic we will discuss in our next class. Okay. So roll number one absent, two three three absent, four
Four present, sir. Four present, sir.
five
Five present, sir.
Three present,
Five
sir.
present,
Three
sir.
present, sir.
six
Six present, sir.
seven
Seven present, sir.
eight
Eight present, sir.
nine
Nine present, sir. 10 present, sir.
11.
Number 3 present, sir.
Roll number 11. 11 absent. 12.
12 present, sir.
12. 13.
12 present, sir.
13.
13 present, sir.
14.
14 present, sir. 14 present, 15 present, sir. 15 present, sir. 15 present, sir.
17 present, sir.
14 present, sir. Sir,
18.
14 present.
18. 19.
19 present, sir.
20.
20 present, sir.
21.
21 present, sir.
22.
22 present, sir.
23.
22 present, sir. 23 present.
24 present, sir.
25.
25 present, sir.
26.
26 present, sir.
27.
27 present, sir.
28.
28 present, sir.
29. 30.
30 present, sir.
31.
31 present, sir.
32.
32 present, sir.
3. 33. 34.
34 present, sir.
35.
35 present, sir.
36.
35 present, sir. 36 present, sir.
37.
37 present, sir.
38.
38 present, sir.
39. 39 absent. 40.
40 present, sir.
41.
41 present, sir.
42.
42 present, sir.
43.
43 present, sir.
44.
44 present, sir.
45.
45 present.
46.
46 present.
7.
47 present, sir.
48.
48 present, sir.
49.
49 present, sir.
50. 50 absent. 51,
51 present, sir.
52,
52 present, sir.
52,
52 present.
53,
53 present, sir. 53 present, sir.
54,
54 present, sir.
55,
55 present, sir.
57,
Sir, 56 present, sir.
57, 58,
58 present, sir.
59,
59 present, sir.
60,
60 present, sir.
61,
61 present, sir.
62,
62 present, sir.
63,
Present, sir.
64,
64 present, sir.
65,
65 present, sir.
66, 66, 66 absent. 67, 67, 67 absent. 68,
68 present, sir.
okay, 68 present. 69,
69 present, sir.
20, 70, 70, 71,
71 present, sir.
22, 22 absent. 23,
93 present, sir.
4, absent. 25,
75 present, sir.
26,
76 present, sir.
77,
77 present, sir.
78,
78 present, sir.
79 present, sir. 79 present, sir.
80 present, sir.
79 present, sir.
79 present, okay. 80,
80 present, sir.
80 also present. 81,
81 present, sir. 81 present, sir.
82,
82 present, sir.
83,
83 present, sir.
84 present, sir. 84
85,
present, sir. 85 present, sir. 85 present, sir.
okay, 85 present. Oh, 86 absent.
86 present. 87 present, sir. 86 present, sir. 87 present, sir.
Okay,
88 present, sir. 88 present, sir.
89,
89 present, sir.
90,
sir.
90 present, sir. 90 present,
91,
sir.
91 present, sir.
92
present.
present, sir. 92 present, sir.
93,
93 present, sir. 93 present, sir.
94,
94 present, sir.
95,
95 present, sir. 95 present, sir.
96, absent. 97,
97 present.
98 present, sir.
99,
98 present, sir.
99,
Sir, 98 present.
oh, okay, 99,
100 present, sir.
Sir, 97 present, sir. Sir, 97 present, sir.
101,
101 present, sir.
Present, sir.
102 present, sir. 102 present, sir.
104,
103 present, sir.
104,
104 present, sir.
105,
105 present, sir.
106, 107,
Present, sir. 107 present, sir.
107 present, 108,
Present, sir.
109,
Present, sir.
110,
110 present, sir.
11,
111 present, sir.
112,
112 present, sir.
113,
112 present, sir. 113 present, sir.
113,
Present, sir.
114,
114 present, sir.
115,
115 present, sir.
116 present, sir.
117,
117 present, sir.
118,
120 present, sir.
119 present, sir.
120 present, sir. 120 present, sir.
121,
121 present, sir. 122 present, sir. 122 present, sir.
122 present, 123, 123, 123 absent, 124,
124 present, sir.
125,
125 present, sir.
126,
126 present, sir.
127 present, sir. 127 present, sir.
129,
present, sir.
okay,
129
129,
present, sir.
30,
129 present, sir.
128 present, sir.
131, 131, 131 absent, 132,
Present, sir.
132, okay, 133,
Present, sir.
134,
Present, sir.
35, 35, 135 absent, 136, 136, 136 absent, 137,
Present, sir.
138,
Present, sir.
139,
Present,
140,
sir.
141,
141 present, sir.
142,
Present, sir.
143,
143 present, sir.
144, 144,
144 present, sir.
145,
145 present, sir.
146,
146 present, sir.
147,
147 present, sir.
148,
48 present, sir.
149, 149, 149 absent, 150,
150 present, sir.
151,
Present, sir.
152, 52 absent,
153 present, sir. 153 present, sir.
154 present, sir.
okay, okay. Thank you all of you.
Sir, number 3 present, sir.
123. Sir,
Sir,
123 present, sir.
67 present.
Sir, 11 present, sir.